yourself in a casual situation. Hallo, ek is Annemarie. Aangename kennis. Hi, I'm Annemarie. Nice to meet you. Hallo, ek is Annemarie. Aangename kennis. Start by saying, Hallo, ek is, then say your name. For example, Hallo, ek is Annemarie. Finally, say aangename kennis. Again, all together, it is Hallo, ek is Annemarie. Aangename kennis. In a more formal context. Goeiedag, ek is Annemarie Luck. Aangename kennis. Good day, I am Annemarie Luck. Pleasure to meet you. Goeiedag, ek is Annemarie Luck. Aangename kennis. Let's try that again. G. Try pronouncing it from the back of your throat. Goeiedag, goeiedag, ek is Annemarie Luck. Aangename kennis. Hallo has been substituted with the formal greeting goeiedag, which is Afrikaans for good day. Ek is Annemarie has not been changed. Ek is simply means I am. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name. So I said Annemarie Luck. Here, you would say your full name. One more time. The informal way to introduce yourself in Afrikaans is Hallo, ek is Annemarie. Aangename kennis. The more formal way to introduce yourself is Goeiedag, ek is Annemarie Luck. Aangename kennis. Saying thank you in Afrikaans is very easy. It's just one word, dankie. Dankie. To say thank you very much, you just need to add baie, meaning a lot, at the beginning. Baie dankie. Baie dankie. Dit is 'n plesier. Dit is 'n plesier. Dit is 'n plesier can be used with just about anybody. Literally, this phrase means happily done or I did it with pleasure. So when someone says dankie to you, you can simply reply with dit is 'n plesier. The most commonly used informal greeting is hallo. Hallo. Hallo means hi or hello. We can use this greeting with friends or relatives. Hallo. First we have goeiedag. Literally, goeiedag means good day. Goeiedag. As a rule of thumb, we can use goeiedag only during the daytime from late morning until early evening. Next is the greeting we say only for the morning. Goeiemôre. Goeiemôre. For the afternoon, we say goeiemiddag. Goeiemiddag. During the evening, we say goeienaand. Goeienaand. Goed is Afrikaans for good. Môre, middag, and naand means morning, afternoon, and evening, respectively. Easy, right? We say tot ziens when leaving in a formal situation. Tot ziens. Tot ziens means goodbye. When we say goodbye to friends or relatives, we use the informal lekker dag. Lekker dag. You can also say bye. Bye. First, the greetings. Informally, we simply say hallo. If you want to be a bit more formal, you can use goeiedag during the daytime, goeiemôre in the morning, goeiemiddag in the afternoon, and goeienaand in the evening. When leaving in a formal situation, we say tot ziens, and in an informal situation, it's lekker dag or bye. It's easy, isn't it?
Introducing the World of the Speaking Channel Olympic Games. There since August 8, 2025. There is the world and the brand we're getting the level from the Friday. There is our drinking some water and then like the playground brands. We're getting a connector. We have our in the place. Swinging in the playground for you. Let's getting from the house in the furnace and the seesaw animals. Olympic Games is so fun. You're getting to the world we have on the description.
Here's the informal way to say it. Praat jy Engels? Praat jy Engels? Here, praat is the verb to speak Jy is the informal way of saying you, and as you might have recognized, Engels means English. Praat jy Engels? Do you speak English? You only need to use the formal version of you, which is u. So, praat jy Engels becomes praat u Engels. Praat u Engels? Adding skus toch, meaning excuse me, to the beginning makes the sentence even more polite. Skus toch, praat u Engels? Skus toch, praat u Engels? Can you say it? Skus toch. Make the g sound using the back of your throat. G. Skus toch. Skus toch. Praat u Engels? Now, the responses you will receive could be one of these three. Ja, yes. Ja, a bietjie, a little, a bietjie. Nee, ek praat nie Engels nie. No, I don't speak English. Nee, ek praat nie Engels nie. Because this last response is a negative statement, you can find the word nie used twice, as Afrikaans uses a double negative pattern when saying negative sentences. Ek praat nie Engels nie. Now it's time for Annemarie's tips. For those of you who are not only English speakers, you can use this question with any language you need. South African people study other languages at school, so maybe you'll get lucky. Just substitute Engels with Italiaans for Italian, Duits for German, Spaans for Spanish, Franse for French, and so on. We use skus toch in formal situations, such as when we are ordering something in bars or restaurants. For example, skus toch, een koffie asseblief. Excuse me, a coffee please. We can also use it when asking a question. Skus toch, waar is die uitgang? Excuse me, where is the exit? Here are some other words you can use for saying excuse me. Excuse. You can use this to get somebody's attention in a formal situation. Excuse. In informal situations, the way to say excuse me is just sorry. Sorry. That phrase is ek is jammer. It means I am sorry and can be used in both formal and informal situations. Ek is jammer. First we have ek is, which means I am. Then we say the Afrikaans word for sorry, jammer. Ek is jammer. Now it's time for Annemarie's tips. There's one big reason that you should know how to say I'm sorry in Afrikaans. South Africans love the fact that someone is making an effort by trying to communicate in Afrikaans. Are you ready? Let's start. Een, twee, drie, vier, vyf, ses, sewe, agt, nege, 10. Okay, now repeat after me. I'll say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. Een, twee, drie, vier, vyf, ses, sewe, agt, nege, 10. Great job! What is before een, do you know? The Afrikaans word for zero is nul. Null. We'll use the phrase my nommer is, which means my number is. My nommer is. My nommer is 0892135874. Can you read it by yourself? 0892135874. Perfect. And now let's continue from 11. Elf, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19. These numbers may seem harder to remember, but a lot of them are just the numbers 1 to 9 you learned from the last lesson, with 10 added to the end. The rest you will have to memorize. 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90. Again, notice that all the numbers start with a number that we've learned from the last lesson, or a variation of it. This time it is followed by tig. For example, 50, which means 50. It is composed of 5, which means 5, and tig, 50. Here's another example. 40, which means 40. It is composed of 4, which is a variation of 4, the word for 4, and tig, 40. Let's say the word for 56 step by step. 50 is 50. 6 is ses. And finally, you just need en, meaning and, to combine them. 56. 56. But be careful, as you can see, instead of placing the single digit after the tens like in English, you place the number in front of the 10. So 56 can literally be translated as 6 and 50. Here is another number you might want to know, 100. 100. That's 100 in Afrikaans. It sounds a lot like the English 100, so it shouldn't be too hard to remember. To say, how much is it? Hoeveel kost dit? Hoeveel kost dit? Skus toch. Do you remember what that means? It's excuse me. Skus toch. Hoeveel kost dit? Excuse me, how much is it? Skus toch. Hoeveel kost dit? At this point, the shop clerk can answer by saying, dit kos. This means it costs. For example, dit kos 55 rand. What number is 55? It's 55, so this means it costs 55 rand. Or he could say, dit kos 74 rand. It costs 74 rand. Instead of saying it, dit, you can be more specific by saying this, hierdie, or that, daardie. So you can say, hoeveel kos hierdie item, meaning how much is this item? Hoeveel kos hierdie item? Hoeveel kos daardie item, meaning how much is that item? Hoeveel kos daardie item? Item has the same meaning as item in English.